Guys and Assalamualaikum. In this video, we want to talk about our research regarding on Malayan tigers.
Malayan tiger or harimau Malaya is one of our national symbols. We can say it is the icon of Malaysia.
It is also a cultural identity for us as it is represent our spirits of unity.
So, let's see the video to learn more.
Good day everyone. Today, I'm honored to present a conservation study on one of Malaysia's most iconic and endangered species, which is the harimau Malaya, also known scientifically as Panthera tigris jacksoni. This majestic animal isn't just a predator of the jungle, but it's a national symbol deeply rooted in our identity and heritage. But sadly, its very existence is now hanging by a thread. The harimau Malaya is a unique subspecies of tiger that can only be found in the dense rainforest of Peninsular Malaysia. Once roaming freely in large numbers, this tiger is now classified as critically endangered, with an estimated population of fewer than 150 individuals left in the wild. Beyond its role as a predator, the harimau Malaya holds deep cultural significance. It appears on our national coat of arms. It's a symbol of strength in Malaysia's sports and is deeply tied to our identity as a nation. But the rapid decline of its population raises urgent questions. What is causing this dramatic fall in numbers? What efforts have been made to protect it? And what more can we do to ensure that this tiger doesn't disappear forever? In the study, we focus on four main objectives. First, we aim to evaluate the current population status of the harimau Malaya, which is how many are left and where they are located. Second, we identify the major threats to their survival. These include habitat destruction caused by logging and urban development, illegal poaching driven by the black market, and even conflicts between tigers and humans when territories overlap. Third, we assess the conservation efforts that are already in place, such as protected forest reserve, anti-poaching units, and national action plans. And finally, we aim to propose meaningful improvements, such as strategies that combine science, law enforcement, and community awareness to secure a future for the harimau Malaya. Because protecting the tiger isn't just about saving one species, but it's about preserving an entire ecosystem and a piece of our national soul.
Hi, hello everyone. I will be presenting the methodology used in our research on harimau Malaya or the Malayan tiger. Our study area focused on various forest reserves and national parks in Peninsular Malaysia, which are known habitat for this critically endangered species. For data collection, we use three main approaches. The first one is we install cameras trapped in strategic forest location. These cameras automatically capture image when movement is detected, allowing us to track tigers without human interference. The second one is we conducted interview with wildlife officers, especially from Perhimpunan, to gain first-hand insight into the challenges they face on the ground, such as poaching and deforestation. The third one is we analyze official reports and database provided by organizations like Perhimpunan and WWF Malaysia to gather additional data on tiger population and trade. Moving on to data analysis, we use the collected data to estimate the current tiger population, identify key traits such as illegal hunting and habitat destruction, and perform this mapping to visualize where the tigers are most commonly found, how their territories are changing over time. This combination of field data and official resources help us understand the urgent need to protect harimau Malaya and plan effective conservation strategies.
So now we will talk about the key findings and discussion points from our study. So based on recent data, the current population estimate of the species is fewer than 150 individuals. This critical low number highlight the urgency of intervention. So we have three main things contributing to this population decline include: first, deforestation, which is continuous to fragment their habitat. 2. Illegal hunting driven by demand for body parts or stricken conflict. So lastly, increasing human-wildlife conflicts as development encouraged on their range. So, using GPS tracking and camera trap, researchers have successfully identified protected area and key hotspots. These are critical zones where the species is still active and can potentially be conserved more effectively. So, from our discussion, the number of animals is going down very fast and it has not stopped. If we don't take action soon, the species could disappear completely in the next few decades. So, we also look at how ecotourism and land development affect them. Ecotourism can be helpful because it brings money and awareness, but if it's not well managed, building roads, hotel and other development can damage their natural homes. Also, we review some of the conservation programs that are already running, like the Central Forest Pine Project, portrait trims, also breeding program. This effort is more helpful, but many of them don't have enough money or support to work with. So lastly, we found that there are problems with law enforcement and lack of funding. Even though there are laws to protect wildlife, but they are not always followed properly. Also, there's not enough money to support this protection effort. From me, to save this species, we need stronger teamwork, better funding, and stricter law enforcement before it's too late for our wildlife.
To conclude, Harimau Malaya or Malayan tiger is considered one of the most critical state. With fewer than 150 individuals in the wild, it is considered the most endangered subspecies in the world. Despite its iconic status as the national symbol of Malaysia, this majestic animal is struggling to an ongoing threat such as deforestation and human-wildlife conflict. Current conservation efforts, including forest corridor project, patrol teams, and awareness programs, have shown some positive outcomes. However, these efforts are still limited and not yet enough to stop the population decline. This shows that while we are heading to the right direction, much more attention needs to be done to protect and conserve our Harimau Malaysia so that we can protect it for a longer period of time. Based on our study, I can suggest 4 recommendations to protect our tiger better. Firstly, we can increase funding and resources for wildlife conservation programs. This includes expanding patrol team, enhancing monitoring tools like camera, and supporting research places like breeding center. Next, we can strengthen the enforcement of law. Offenders must face stricter penalty and more frequent patrolling should be done in high-risk areas. The third one is increasing public awareness through education and media campaign. When the public understands the importance of our tiger, they are more likely to support efforts and report illegal activities done near them. This is also considered public awareness. The last one is to restore and reconnect forest habitat through reforestation projects. Creating continuous ecological corridor will allow tigers to grow safely and help breed and boost their chances of survival. These steps are critical to
to ensure that our harimau Malaya can continue to thrive in its natural habitat for a longer period of time. That's all.